Hallo zusammen. Today we're gonna take a look at Rammstein's song Giftig. What is it about? What do the German lyrics translate to in English? And what is interesting about the German lyrics, linguistically speaking, for instance, for language learners? So without further ado, let's go. Giftig is the fourth song on Rammstein's 8th album, Zeit, Time, which was released in 2022, and this is one of those songs where the title itself already paints a certain picture. With the exception of it being a title or the first word in a sentence, the adjective giftig would normally be spelled with small letters in German. The cool thing about this term is that it can carry different meanings in different contexts. When you just hear it or see it written out like this, and without knowing context yet, most Germans would probably translate it to poisonous, venomous, or toxic, in the sense of etwas ist giftig, something is poisonous, venomous, or toxic. As you can see, in English you have a broad variety of terms that apply here, even though technically speaking all of those English words carry a slightly different meaning. In English you would technically differentiate between poisonous, meaning an organism or substance contains poison that causes harm when it's touched or swallowed. For instance, Pfeilgiftfrösche sind giftig. Poison dart frogs are poisonous. And then you also have venomous. An animal is venomous when it actively injects venom into another organism. Skorpione sind giftig. Scorpions are venomous. Well, the German band is pretty cool though. And then we also have toxic. And toxic is the most general term here. It means that something contains harmful substances. So it can refer to substances, gas, chemicals. Blei ist giftig. Lead is toxic. As you can see, all three contexts feature the German word giftig. There's even a fourth one, which I think can be another possible way of interpreting the song. It's giftig, not in the sense of something is toxic, but rather in the sense of someone is toxic. However, be careful here. For this latter toxic behavior aspect though, Germans would rather use the term toxisch, toxic. Sie lebt in einer toxischen Beziehung und sollte sich trennen. She's living in a toxic relationship and should separate from their partner. And there's yet another emotion-driven situation in which a person can appear or act giftig. Das Kind hat seinen Willen nicht bekommen und ist deswegen jetzt giftig. The child didn't get their will, they didn't get what they wanted, and thus they are angry, they are irritated now. So here, giftig sort of is a colloquial adjective which means someone is angry or gereizt, irritated. And please don't confuse the related German noun das Gift, singular, die Gifte, plural, with the English gift. The German one shouldn't be a present. Now let's dive into the first verse of the song and find out which type of giftig is mentioned here. Im Wasser und zu Land ist uns viel Getier bekannt. Rastlos durch ihre Reviere streifen, darf man sich nicht dran vergreifen. Doch gut getarnt liegt die Gefahr gleich neben mir, bedrohlich nah. As you can see, this verse seems to be mentioning a situation out in die Wildnis, the wilderness, which involves a not yet fully disclosed living danger, seemingly some sort of das Raubtier, singular, die Raubtiere, plural, the predator. Maybe one way for you guys learning German with music in this case, and lyrics in specific, how to start with that is to really translate the nouns. In German, it's pretty simple to determine which words are nouns, because German nouns are capitalized. So here we have das Wasser, singular, die Wasser, plural, the water, das Land, singular, die Lande, plural, or die Länder, plural, in terms of countries, and it's also land. Das Getier, singular, the animal or creature. Das Revier, singular, die Reviere, plural, the territory. And die Gefahr, singular, die Gefahren, plural, the danger. And without even knowing the rest of the words here, this already helps us create a general picture. Most of these nouns are pretty common German terms, with one exception. Das Getier. As German language learners, you may already be familiar with the German noun das Tier, singular, die Tiere, plural, the animal, which would be the most common and general noun referring to animals. Instead though, the lyricist and singer Till Lindemann opted for das Getier. So why did he do that? The German word Getier is pretty old-fashioned, and it's not a word that Germans would use in daily German, that is. I guess most Germans would still be able to understand it because of the part Tier, the letter part in it, and in a very simple yet effective stylistic way, it stands out. It also reminds of poetic texts, poetry, that is. In addition to that, the term Getier has a certain negative ring to it, a negative connotation to it. It's not a positive term. Imagine you're talking about animals that, well, to many of us at least, appear as fright-inducing. For instance, spiders or cockroaches or various insects, snakes even sometimes. So it's usually animals that are wild, untamed, that don't carry a seemingly cute look or whatever, the unknown factor, animals living at the bottom of the ocean. And to highlight that, saying Getier is more descriptive and effective than the neutral term Tier. In modern German, instead of Getier, people may rather use das Viech, singular, die Viecher, plural, when referring to those animals in a negative way. This fright and danger-induced mode is also expressed through other terms like rastlos, restless, getarnt, disguised, bedrohlich, dangerous, or even stronger and intention-focused, menacingly. The lyrical I seems to be der Abenteurer, singular, die Abenteurer, plural, the adventurer, or der Tourist, singular, die Touristen, plural, the tourist. In my mind, they're pretty much on a journey in a jungle, in a foreign country, far away from civilization and their home, far away from places that they know. Did they go there voluntarily? Did they want to experience der Nervenkitzel, singular, die Nervenkitzel, plural, the thrill, literally the nerve tickle? Or did they get lost in the vastness of the wilderness? Are they alone? Do they know how to cope with poisonous animals out there? Well, at least they seem to know about the potential danger, looking at the last lines here. Or maybe they are dreaming that entire scenario? Because if they know the danger is lying right next to them, the way they mention it, why don't they try to get away from it? And maybe most importantly in all of this, who is they anyway? Is it a human being? Could it also be just an animal maybe? Maybe the rest of the song will reveal more. Let's find out. With the chorus. Du bist giftig, ach so giftig, gestochen als ich schlief und der Stachel steckte so tief. As you can see, I went with venomous. The reason is that the third line features the past participle gestochen, stung for stechen, to sting, which implies that venom got injected into the lyrical I, so it's an active injection, and therefore it has to be venomous and venom. In addition to that, the fourth line features der Stachel, singular, die Stachel, plural, the spike or sting, meaning the actual body part that stings, for instance, the tail of a scorpion. But actually, there's another quite normal, daily, and even in that way inconspicuous German term that really opens up potential interpretations here. Du, you, du bist giftig, you are venomous. Because in English, when referring to a wild animal like that, you wouldn't necessarily use the informal form of address or even you at all. You'd probably rather use the neutral, distancing personal pronoun it. It is venomous. The use of the German du, which is a personal pronoun in the second person singular, and the informal form of address, you, could even allow a quite human-based, abstract or meta-emotional interpretation in the sense of, well, maybe the jungle is not an actual jungle and it's rather a toxic relationship. One person is toxic and the other person got stung and infected by it. Or maybe they think that they still love the toxic person and the entire toxicity of the situation pulls both people into sadness, anger, despair, and the only thing that's left is negativity. In that sense, the third line, gestochen als ich schlief, stung when I was sleeping, not only is elliptic, but could be completed with the introducing accusing words, du hast mich gestochen als ich schlief, you have stung me while I was sleeping. But it also could be interpreted in a more abstract way. In that sense, der Schlaf, only singular, the sleep, would not be the actual biological sleep, but rather a state of rational or reactional numbness. The lyrical I may even be quite aware of the toxicity, but they may have been living through it for so long already, see line 4, und der Stachel steckt so tief, that they don't care enough to stop it anymore, or maybe even prioritize keeping the relationship going no matter the cost. Which from an outside point of view, of course, is totally ridiculous, but I guess that is what at least some of those toxic relationships are like. However, this chorus seems like the lyrical I slowly realizes their situation, and they may start to see the bigger picture. Let's take a look at the second verse. Alle Nächte muss ich bangen. Nichts hält mich wie du gefangen, die Gefahr zum Greifen nah, schön, doch unberechenbar. Wirst deine Arme um mich legen, alles steif, kann mich nicht regen. This verse reveals that this hasn't happened to the lyrical I for the first time. Also, let's take a look at the nouns again. It's die Nacht, singular, die Nächte, plural, the night. Die Gefahr, singular, die Gefahren, plural, the danger. Das Greifen, which is a nominalized form of the German verb greifen, to grasp or to grab. Der Arm, singular, die Arme, plural, the arm. Especially this last noun underlines the more human toxicity-related interpretation. Linguistically, the phrase Zum Greifen nah is a pretty common fixed expression that indeed equals within my grasp. It's something that is very close and you can almost grasp it, but not quite, not really. In a way, it could also relate to a more abstract emotional situation. Of course, it could be poison, but it could also be you, yourself, and the situation. So in this case, saying this phrase, this expression, it's even a bit morbid, you could argue. Again, line 3 is a little elliptic. Die Gefahr ist zum Greifen nah. The danger is within, meaning the lyrical I's, grasp. The lyrical I seems to be fully aware of the danger and even when and how it takes place. See lines 1 and 5. Line 4 basically sums up the entire situation in a very, well, dualistic way. Du bist schön, doch unberechenbar. You are beautiful yet unpredictable. Now, once again, this rather reminds me of a toxic human relationship as opposed to a toxic animal that maybe most people wouldn't describe as beautiful in the first place. The expression alle Nächte in line 1 is quite uncommon, yet easily comprehensible. Literally, it means all nights, alle Nächte. But in daily German, we would rather phrase it differently and say jede Nacht, every night. So we would use a singular phrase. Or you could also say in alle Nächten, in all nights. And then you have the plural form again. I guess Till Lindemann opted for alle Nächte in order to still express the continued nature of the toxicity, this toxic relationship, while staying within the meter of the line and rhyme scheme. The second chorus is a longer version of the first one, and the second half changes the actual way of injecting venom into the lyrical I. Du bist giftig, ach so giftig, gebissen als ich schlief und die spitzen Zähne tief. So it's not the sting, but rather der Biss, singular, die Bisse, plural, the bite, and der Zahn, singular, die Zähne, plural, the tooth. Again, it's mentioning sleep as the situation the lyrical I seems to be in. I guess you could comprehend it in both a literal way or in a metaphorical way. Sleeping as in feeling paralysiert, paralyzed. This of course harkens back to the end of the second verse, which features steif, stiff. The bridge reveals a certain twist, if you will. Und das Gift strömt langsam in mein Blut. Ach, ich sehe schon weißes Licht und irgendwie finde ich es gut. Ja, ein Gegenmittel gibt es nicht. As you can see, it's 4 lines. The first 2 are quite drastic and even describe die Hallucination, singular, die Halluzinationen, plural, the hallucinations, and the complete loss of die Kontrolle, singular, die Kontrollen, plural, the control. You take my self-control. Taking a look at the nouns again, it's das Blut, mostly singular, blood. Das Licht, singular, die Lichter, plural, the light. And das Gegenmittel, singular, die Gegenmittel, plural, the antidote. Or, in German, you could also say das Gegengift, singular, die Gegengifte, plural, the anti-poison, literally speaking. And now, with line 3 and 4, the twist comes in. These lines reveal that the lyrical I seems to have given in to the toxicity and the situation in general. And even though it sounds willingly, I doubt that the feeling of happiness that is expressed here is a venom-induced hallucination. It's not reality, it's not actual happiness. At the end of the day, as long as the lyrical I doesn't feel the urge, the intrinsic motivation to change something about this, toxicity wins. The final part of the song repeats the chorus, but this time the lyrical I seems to have a clearer mind again. Du bist giftig, ach so giftig, gebissen als ich schlief und die Zähne graben tief. Du bist giftig, ach so giftig, kein Zeichen, keine Warnung, so perfekt war deine Tarnung, hinterlistig, als ich schlief und die Zunge steckt so tief. It features das Zeichen, singular, die Zeichen, plural, the sign. Die Warnung, singular, die Warnungen, plural, the warning. Die Tarnung, singular, die Tarnungen, plural, the disguise. And die Zunge, singular, die Zungen, plural, the tongue. Especially the last 4 lines contain quite an intriguing mixture of die Beschwerde, singular, die Beschwerden, plural, the complaint, and die Bewunderung, singular, die Bewunderungen, plural, the admiration. The lyrical I states that the toxic creature acted bösartig, viciously, but in a sad way, also pretty klug, smart. Lastly, the tongue mentioned in the last line reminds me of a human relationship once again, which also fits with what I mentioned before. This song has something in common that I really like about many other Rammstein songs as well. It is easily approachable in a way, even though it contains 1 or 2 words like Getier, for instance, that may be challenging to language learners, but despite being quite comprehensible, it's still linguistically interesting, and it makes for a really thought-provoking piece of music and great lyricism that makes you think about toxicity in terms of relationships, but also, of course, maybe you have a total different interpretation of the entire event, and all of this indeed takes place in a jungle. If you want to support what I'm doing on this channel even more, of course you can also become a supporter on Patreon or here a YouTube channel member. Both of that is greatly appreciated. And with that being said, thanks for watching everyone. Tschüss und bis zum nächsten Mal.